Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. This time we have Mr. Ben Boy. He is back, and now we are going to continue where we left off. All right, so go ahead, Ben. You can say your piece.
Last time on Ace Fit.
Alrighty then.
We get the whole Bruce Falconer like the last time big thing, like they had the whole drum set and the do. Look, if you're not gonna do it for Kakarot. Anywho. all right. Russian bitch. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Yeah, your whip. Say your own situation. Hey, whoa. Taking a dinner first.
Oh, I gotta voice my ear. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Indeed. Not yet.
God dang it, this woman is really the most annoying one of all.
It's a good thing she's not shipped with Edgeworth too much. I mean, those two are just masochists to each other. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
That's right, he dead. No, he's in prison. Whatever. Oh, low-key tsundere. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, round 3. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Objection?
No.
What's the safe word here? Objection.
Yes, we're making sure you put in your place this time.
Put him in his place.
Oh wow, she's still here. The Dixie girl's still here.
Court will now
Reconvene.
reconvene. Mr. Wright,
I am
Yes,
proud of
Your
your
Honor.
vocabulary.
Yes, Your Honor.
and you prove Miss Illy Mini have a
Motive.
motive.
Yes, I believe I can. Any, Minnie, and
Like,
Dr.
I'm totally gonna unalive this snack here.
Any, Minnie, and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Ms. Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive? Or how I curl my hair? I don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Millie, if you please.
Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Last year's accident?
Yes. She does a little dance.
Witness testimony.
That was, last year in May. I don't know what year it was, but it wasn't during that pandemic. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, that night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. Totes wiped. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. Wait, which side did the cars drive on for the driver's side? Is it left or right? I, woke up because of a jolt. And, it was a sea of flames around me. And not in a good way. And, opened the door and, got away. I forgot my hat, though. That's why you see that god-awful cowlick.
I think I heard of this in this incident.
Incident. Yep, you got it.
It was all the talk on the tabloid shows, day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray's
Drugging.
drugging her sister. Ow!
Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Also, I should also point out the
yes,
fact
I
that her
can.
whip does have enough range to actively hit Phoenix across the room. I mean, if you see from the shot, from a faraway shot, it's that whip is pretty far. I mean,
Yep.
To be fair, the judge is actually further and inclined. So it's Does this whip just extend?
Yeah,
Does she just have the power to make it bigger or longer like a lightsaber? Is that it?
You want to know is also pretty strange? Pearl's able to maintain this form way longer than Maya.
Well, she was apparent. She was really propped up as being more powerful. She is super talented. Or at least according to that bitch. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Mr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Mimi's sister.
Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle.
But no more Zelda memes.
Orochi says it's the Belmont whip. That explains the range.
Wait, so that explains why they're pale and white. They're Alucard's descendants. Maybe not Belmont's, but maybe Alucard got in there. Look, dude's ancient.
Last year in May.
Anyways, back to the Ditz Queen of Ditz Queens.
Something really bad happened at my sister's clinic around then.
Maybe we should press that, if you can prove the articles and things for that.
What was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? That was it.
Yeah.
What was the cause of the mistake?
I mean, the doctor was white. Like, I heard it was because of the medicines, like, got mixed up. It's a hell of a malpractice.
What was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. Wow. Objection. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Yes, it does. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault.
Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi is the only one who made the mistake.
But, like, it really wasn't my sis.
Night of the accident,
Hold on,
my sis was
hold on.
totally
Can we
tired.
check?
What's up?
Can we check our items that we have? Because she said that the death caused it because all the medicine got mixed, correct?
Yes. Double check the report, maybe?
I'm trying to see whether anything that can help us here, but
Late last night, 2 women in a car crashed in the highway center divide. Ongoing investigation. That's her document. If Miss Inimini is believed to be the one driving the car was her sister. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic, where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed.
Oh, hold on.
Overdosed.
So the medications weren't mixed up; they were just given too much.
Accidentally overdosed to their death.
Can we test this out? Should we use it?
Well, it has to be to a statement. So something real bad happened to my sister's clinic around that time. Okay, hold on. And like the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired.
Yeah, maybe press that. I want to see what else she might say about the driving. Maybe.
She was totally tired. I mean, exhausted?
Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally situation.
Whoa. She said that her sister was being talked a lot by the police, correct?
What about those reports, then? Shouldn't the police have reports on that? Or
No. It doesn't make any sense. Talking with them doesn't make you extremely exhausted or anything. The only thing I can see is like you were being like, how can I say this? Like you're doing something, but how the conversation actually make you exhausted.
I have a feeling that maybe it was interrupting her job and they were pulling away from her job or after hours just to, talk and do investigative stuff, maybe having her in rooms. Like,
either way, it's going to make you exhausted
interrogation
for being
room.
there for such a long time.
It's mentally exhausting. It says she was exhausted. It's like physically or mentally? Because mentally exhausted can affect one's driving, so... But I mean, we should press all the points anyways, just to be sure.
It's no wonder then. It's no wonder then that car accident happened, huh? Let's press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Oh, she's gonna say because I was tired too.
Sense.
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
Uber didn't exist.
True.
But like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you did not have your license, Miss Me. Sorry. See, you and I mixing it up.
Please admit your testimony.
Very good. Like, okay, anyways.
So yeah. Okay. The report that we have about what happened to our sister. Hold on, did the report that she was tiring mentally or physically?
No, it's not there. This is just her testimony.
Actually, I have a thought before I go on.
No. I'm saying like the report, the yellow report about her sister's death. That we forgot that her sister died. That her sister had like tired of what was it again? Because I'm trying to remember what was the page that we use right now to see what happened to her.
That was the police report for the car crash. It said that she was tired and that she was involved.
You know what though? Wait,
she has a driver's license.
Yeah,
but,
Orochi just brought this up. He said in at the hospital, doctor
he's had it for a year.
The license. Yeah.
And she had that when she was admitted, which means she has one. Unless she's going to amend and say it's like, oh, well, I lost it afterward. So I was about to say, well, what if she was driving the car then? Because here's the thing. If someone is dead asleep and someone just recently falls asleep and a car crashes, how can you expect the person who's already asleep and tired to wake up and get out of the car crash? You'd think the one that just barely fell asleep would still have reflexes to kind of crawl on out, unless the crash somehow knocked him out cold.
Or, instant
So it makes sense that Yeah, that is possible, but then again, it's a flashback. We can't exactly confirm. So my working theory is, what if she was driving and her sister was dead asleep, but only she managed to crawl out because her sister quite literally was just insta'd, kind of as she slept.
And it's her fault for the car accident.
But anyways, yeah, if we can go back to that and throw out the license, then maybe that should bring up something, if that's the thing, because it's like, no, she had a license. She's lying, which means you could have driven that car, but you didn't. Or did you, and are lying about it.
Yeah, if she just drove the car herself, she crashed, her sister died, she got out, and then she's using the whole thing to kill the doctor to cover up anything else. Oh,
maybe she's the one that's honestly behind all of this.
Thought, big brain blast here. What if? Here's
what if?
What if she was driving her tired sister? Something happened where she crashed, she killed her sister in the process, got out on her own, and what ended up happening is that the reason why she contacted Dr. Gray, who still believed it was the nurse's fault, if Dr. Gray did contact the sister would have snitched on her and told Dr. Gray that she wasn't actually driving that day. So she had no other choice but to go at the same time as Dr. Gray to go kill him, so she would not have that on her conscience, or like to worry about it later, that her secret would come to light.
Maybe.
That's a maybe. But the report about her sister, about she was like, what was the report again about her death?
Said that she was tired while sleeping, someone was in a car crash, and she was the one who perished.
Yeah,
hold on.
Late last night, 2 women car crashed in the highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site.
Ongoing investigation reveals that the driver has fallen asleep. Whoa. The driver has fallen asleep.
Yeah, falling asleep at the wheel. Which makes me feel like this is not what we think it is. It's one of those twisties,
Definitely.
Okay, so there's something really bad that happened. Okay, and at night, the accident was driving. Totally pooped too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. Okay, let's push that.
Although, there is something else as well that just came to my mind. Because here's the thing. In that photograph, she still hasn't denied that she was the one in that photograph, which means she looks an awful lot like her sister, even with a wig.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if what she's wearing is the wig currently with the red hair? What if Mimi is alive, and Eni is the one that died.
Then
And maybe,
you
like,
She
got
had
a
the
point.
surgery to make herself look like her sister.
And the reason why she didn't pick up the driver's license is because it looks a little bit different than what her current self is. Perhaps. That's why it took 6 months, because, yeah, maybe cosmetic surgery. So, yeah, maybe Mimi actually was responsible, but it's really the police's fault and all of that. So she's projecting and blaming all of it on the doctor and the police and saying it's like, no, I'm going to get revenge on this guy because of him. My sister's dead because of my negligence, because I was overworked and exhausted. So I'm killing this guy.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be a nice twist, but I don't know. It may not be feeling that way. So, because there's no wig coming up, no evidence of a wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it was like 1 a.m. or so, I think.
1 a.m.
I had like a paper due, like, really soon. It was about physics or physiques, I forget. So, like, I hadn't slept and was working, like, real hard. This physique stuff is a lot to take in. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened.
Okay, woke up because of the jolt and like it was a sea of flames. And your sister? What happened to her?
I didn't see her. The car was like totally black, and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on.
Opened the door and like got away. Okay. Please tell us about your escape in more detail.
I like kept wanting to forget that time. I got that TPSD or something. So like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore.
Well, it is all right. No need to push yourself.
No, push her harder, Judge. This airhead's head's not gonna pop.
I'm so mad at him now.
I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like that would probably be the most accurate, you know?
If it's that article, and I've already got it. Didn't have any license, so I couldn't take over the driving for her. Oh, okay. I think that's the one we just throw the evidence at her with.
Yep. Just throw the evidence.
Tape's coming just in case.
Yep.
Oh, yeah! Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now.
OMG, he used like the word lame. Like, what do you mean? Good thing you didn't use cringe.
I know you had a license back then. This is the photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Millie? Minnie or Millie, whatever.
That's right. I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. That's a lie.
No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. Okay, you shouldn't have said that second part, dude.
The man known as Hottie. What? Are you talking about the perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know? Ugh!
Ow!
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? It should read on the license.
Oh my god, this late. I swear I'm gonna make sure that she'll suffer. I swear.
Like last November.
What? November? He said no, not November.
The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? She was admitted into the hospital after the accident.
Yeah, what in the...
That's what happened, Mr. Wright.
Judge, I will literally give you a lifetime supply of weed if you agree with me here.
The driving license. Oh my god, I hate... Ugh.
Ah!
Hey, okay, enough of that. Jesus.
Try, and my whip will accommodate. I bet she doesn't have the drawer full of fuzzy handcuffs in her room.
And her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm like glad you get it, but like even if I had my license, I like don't think my sis would like let me drive.
She hammered. Ah!
Okay, you.
Just stand there, to yourself.
Now you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the.
Wait, she whipped him? Dang. Sorry, you're now the whipping boy. Ms. Miney, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway? I'm merely a ghost, but this is legally allowed, since I was a lawyer.
Plus, you are plus she's no longer in a child body, aka she's not.
Well, it's also because she's showing sufficient cleavage. Well, I think
This situation calls for more detailed testimony, Miss Millie, if you please. I'm not gonna keep saying your name ever again.
Like how annoying.
You're annoying.
Oops, like sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. But like Toad said it that way, so
I am getting the
me, GG.
I'm getting the shotgun that Captain put it away.
Like around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive in my car." Totally killjoy if you ask me. So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. Though she was threatening to put me in the trunk for some reason.
I see a bright red car for sport.
Because a nurse can afford a car like that, apparently, in this country.
Now then, the defense may question this witness.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars.
Please test this so I can drink my problems away. I have Dr. Pepper with me.
How about an achievement instead, George?
Is my airhead voice really that grating?
No, Ben, you're doing okay. It's just this character that you're playing is really getting my nerves.
Look at you.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Go now and never return.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but here goes nothing.
So it's something about the car then. Do we have anything about the car in our evidence?
I was really getting close. Getting my. Wait. Around that time, I was really getting close to getting my license. Let's push that for a bit. So, what do you mean by really close?
Like I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
Permit? Oh yeah, Phoenix doesn't have a car. I forgot about that. That's what.
Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, I drive a bike.
This lawyer never had a permit.
Okay, can you stop doing that, lady?
Ignorance is to be whipped. Okay, seriously, Judge, I thought we were not allowed weapons, kinky or otherwise.
What is it with her? All she said
Apparently
in the last
kinky
few
is
minutes
allowed
is
for
utter
some reason.
nonsense.
Like, may I continue? Like, this is totes not doing any good things to my skin.
She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car?
Like, more than those Hot Wheels peeps. Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. That's what we call being neurotic.
In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car?
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. Why is she getting defensive about it?
New car.
If it was
yeah.
her sister's car.
Yeah, to me, yeah, I think your theory kind of checks out, Ben. She knows a lot about her sister more than she knows about herself. New car.
I swear, okay, thank God, there's no weapon. Thank goodness.
Like you wouldn't want to get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer Smith?
I wouldn't think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but it's people who really love cars think otherwise.
Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, all right? Or else I'll have to whip you.
No more whipping. No more whipping. Well,
All the whipping.
Miss Millie, or Minnie, or whatever. What kind of car was it?
You can call her Ditzy Bimbo.
I am not saying that.
It was a new car?
Yeah. She had, just gotten it. It was, from the UK, because it exists. Did you know Britain, UK are the same place?
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's
Initials.
Initials?
And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
Yes, her love of cars.
Actually, I have more questions. The UK is one of the few places in the world where they drive on the left side of the road, not the right. And if we're in Japan, America, what side of the road do we drive on here in this world?
We drive on the left side.
Oh boy. Let me guess, we measure things in kilometers instead of miles now. We're going the metric system.
Yeah.
Good old metric
That
system
might
instead of the
actually-
freedom that we deserve.
That might actually be it. That might be the ticket. All right, let's press it. I really don't know anything about cars. I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor,
Yes?
please have the witness append what she just said into her testimony.
You mean the part about being a special important card?
Yes.
Well, if you like cars that much, then
That's not my point. Though, to be honest,
I'm into Hot Wheels.
I don't know what point it is either.
Miss Millie, would you please fix your testimony?
Or whatever.
Captain, I have your shotgun ready, and she's really getting my nerve.
She said England, not UK, so it's did you know they're the same place? And Great Britain too?
I yelled, "Hold it!"
Technically, they're
pretty
not.
forcefully. It depends which side she got out of the car. Yeah, Rochi says it just all depends on what the passenger seat was. I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it, yeah. So yes, am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good?
Huh?
They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States.
Thank you.
It would seem that there is no
Which means
benefit
we
to
drive on the
owning one.
right side.
Also, I'll be right back. Someone has to take the voice of the judge. I need to use the bathroom really badly.
Have fun.
Then I guess the other voice will have to chime in.
The whole steering wheel on the right side thing is kind of goofy, isn't it?
You? What do you know? That sleek shape, all that, the wild shape.
Yeah, to me it seems more and more like she knows more about her sister than she does herself.
That whole switching of persona thing is more like, no, that's her real attitude, being a frustrated little British loving bitch.
Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat.
Interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Especially since it's from the country of my accent. Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case.
She would say, "No way, I'm letting you noob drive my car." Was your sister good at driving?
She was totally awesome. She said she was going to be a racing queen of the nursing world.
Somehow, I think she bumped my question off track again. I see what you wrote, Rochi. As I ended up in passenger seat that night too.
We were just talking about the goofy stuff on the British cars.
And that was when the accident occurred, correct?
Like, yeah? I like immediately reached for the passenger side door. And fled like in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. Especially with British-made cars. There is something very big here. You know,
Yep.
apart from what's below my chin.
Okay.
What, you were waiting for me to make an innuendo? Is that it? It's part of my contract.
It's low-hanging fruit, I kind of figured.
Much like those melons. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. Unlike those seams on that outfit you got. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Yes, show itself. Respectfully looks down.
Do you really think so?
Believe there is a path. I know it.
Yeah, almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Around time. Okay, we looped around. Let's take a look at our evidence here. Okay. This has been used. We still haven't used this cloth scrap yet. Let's think about that.
I have a feeling once after this, we can prove it's like, yes, because she tried to burn the outfit, and we have this.
Floor plans. Let's see. Let's think about this. So the car thing is going to be the biggest thing right now. Time I was really getting close to getting my license. Sis was totally a big fan of cars. Unless this is one of those situations where I have to press everything and I just didn't press the beginning one. So, what do you mean by really close? Oh wait. Oh,
Yeah, we went through this one.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm totally a big fan of cars and value them a lot.
I mean, she did amend this one because she said UK and now she says England. So maybe there's something else about that now, since that's the one that changed.
Yeah, hold it pretty forcefully. I don't actually know about cars. Okay. So let's pick a topic. Why are British cars so good? No, we already got that. Oh, look at the report again. Alright, let's take a look. Okay.
Shouldn't the report have said something about what kind of car it is?
Greg Surgical. Last night, crashed in the highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died inside. Ongoing investigation revealed driver had fallen asleep. I was totally tired and dropped off to sleep. Then there was a crash and woke up in a huge sea of flames.
But I opened the right door and light got out. The right door. That's where the driver's side is. It's a British car. It's switched, which means she was not the passenger side. She was driving.
She was driving.
There, that's what it is. She's like, I never let a noob drive my car. But then it's like, well, hold it. You said you got out of the right side of the car.
So I ended up
in the
passenger seat that night too.
Throw it.
Oh man, Orochi, give Orochi a point. Orochi suggested
Ogunasana Kamehameha, where the points are given and they definitely matter. So thank you, dear viewer.
Okay, let's throw that in there. Assuming it's correct.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. Miss Miney, do you remember this article?
Huh?
It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and got out. That correct, isn't it?
Why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver is on the left side in Japan, America.
That would be it if it were a Japan-American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite? Oh.
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be in the left side.
What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then what? Then that means you were in the driver's seat. Man, the cops, whoever covered this initially, did not think about that or even were a car guy. And they're
Well,
like,
then
wait
again,
a
by the
minute.
time they may have come up, the car was pretty much in flames. So they could have been able to determine the wheel. They should have been able to make out the use of the car. That's a really undetailed police report. Probably written up by Gumshoe.
I'm back. I'm back. What I missed?
Now my other voice shall give
It's
in.
now illegal.
Order in the court. Order. Ow, hey!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again, foolishly. Amy said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney.
That is what Eni said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions.
Because of a bad police report. Phoenix. It looks like you finally found the real root of this murder.
If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Minnie? Who was really driving that night? It has to be Mimi.
It had to be her.
Yeah, Mimi. Or,
Yeah. Eni was driving because she got out of the driver's side, not the passenger side. She was the one driving.
and the answer is Eni Minnie, of course.
Why would you say that?
Ms. Eni Minnie just said so in her testimony. She said that she escaped from the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Yeah.
I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eni Minnie had not yet received her driver's license. Unless that's a lie.
And that is why the accident happened.
Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident.
Then tell me, Mia, stop
Wait.
being cryptic. Your sister's life is on the line. The real truth?
Wait, so we were wrong then? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say?
All right, one more time. We connect all the dots. Like, oh, yeah, I was right originally. I was thinking... Mimi. There we go. I'm telling you, it actually is the older sister. That was like a free one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a free one right here.
Okay. Yeah, no points were deducted. It's like, this was pretty much easy.
After all, that makes her the only person who could have legally driven the car.
But you just said the witness it is any meeting was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
The next question?
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
Point for me!
Give 5 points for Ben. Give 5 points to Ben for getting this one all good and dandied.
What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. The witness's real name is...
Profile
Mimi.
picture. The older sister.
Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Point for dramatic effect.
Oh, so she's committing identity fraud too. Objection! Of all the foolish drivel.
She pulled a Krillin and faked her own death and picking up the money from it.
Just like in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Juan Sanchez. Then, how do you explain her appearance? It's a wig.
Plastic surgery.
Not even all that much. If you actually notice their picture side by side, all she has to do is change her facial features. And man, she likes pounding that desk. She should do that more instead of whipping. It'll help her wrist.
This witness has several facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital.
So you were right on the cosmetic surgery part.
Yay! Give me like 1.5 points for that.
So they used a picture. And what picture did they have that she left?
the one that's on the license.
Mm-hmm.
So for the purpose of the facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery? Something you'll never need because you'll be young forever because you're a vampire.
Oh yeah, so that was kind of the idea that I had talked about earlier. So like Orochi.
Yeah, you mentioned the surgery.
Yeah, no, but Orochi.
I forgot the whole part where she was admitted because of burns. I completely forgot that until it was brought up. It's like, that's right, there were burns mentioned. I completely blanked out on that.
And so here's the thing: Orochi's bringing up a little bit of what I was talking about earlier. Dr. Gray wanted to summon her so she would tell him the truth about what happened at his clinic, but that'd be a problem because she's not actually dead.
And then she found out the truth, and then she planned the murder because he was actually responsible, but she was responsible for his murder. So yeah, maybe he's guilty of malpractice, but she's still guilty of murder either way.
Yeah, and then obviously identity fraud on top of that.
Yeah, but it's familial identity fraud. Plus, I mean, the other person's dead, so she didn't collect all the insurance. Juan Sanchez. Wait, your last name is Sanchez?
This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. Yeah, we got that much.
Look at this photograph.
That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
But Mini, she's dead in the car accident?
Honestly, there's a way to determine that because if a body is burned beyond recognition, you use dental records. Because you know what? Bones don't really burn all that fast if you can put out the fire fast enough. So teeth are therefore used for such disasters. So unless she removed her sister's jaw to get rid of it, they should have been able to identify her by dental records.
It was just really bad investigating.
No, UK cars just burn bodies up permanently, I guess. Down to ash. They really are coffins. Think outside the box. That box killed that poor woman.
Yeah,
Cars are dead.
That's your motive now.
You're riding the bike.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
Then, the body they found at the crash site.
Yes, that was the body of the real Innie Minnie.
Well, dang, now I kind of feel bad.
Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Minnie? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died at that night was Innie Minnie. Her sister, Mimi, that then stole her face and was reborn as Innie. With this,
is a good revenge plot, not gonna lie.
Erased Mimi Minnie from existence.
Your Honor, I'm sure you can see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
Ow! I was about to raid you, that grateful lady!
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person.
But he
Specifically,
couldn't.
the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Minnie. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Minnie was still in fact alive.
Ironic. So she was in the room. He did manage to call her to the room, but wasn't who he expected.
Boom, boom.
Ironic.
And that fact would have been discovered had channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs.
To cover it up. Wow. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling,
Yes.
Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead.
Hmm.
And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
I'll be honest before we go on. It's like, honestly, even if they conducted the channeling, nothing happened. It could have just been chalked up to, oh, I guess Maya's not as good at channeling, so boo-hoo-hoo, we couldn't do it. I'm sorry. But she had been going through training, so she would honestly been argued, and Morgan probably would have covered for her saying, it's like, no, she's been training. She should have been able to channel a dead person. Then she wasn't actually dead, was she? Apologies. Continue, great Judge George.
Oh, Miss Innie. What? Okay, stop hitting me for goddamn once!
I know you like it. Why did you say my name just now?
because you are pointing wrong.
Looks like I've been unmasked. Yes, I'm dropping it now. This is going to be her voice now. Let's see how plain bitch sounds. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end.
All this because of the doctor.
And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself?
I will comment on what Orochi says. You know, sad twist. Sad, nice twist. Though I would not really say it's a sad one. It's more of you got what you played yourself. It was bound to happen.
No. Here's the thing. She completely destroyed her own self for the sake of revenge, and now she had to live as a shadow of a dead person that she loved and cared about. Do you realize how tragic that is? You are reminded of your dead. She killed. But here's the thing. Oh no! Here's the other thing. She literally killed her own sister too by accident. Remember, she was driving. She killed her own sister by accident, and now she has to pretend to be her sister for the rest of the time until she dies. Yeah. And then she kills the other guy. It's like, dude, that's mental trauma there. She is so broken. Like, this is like Batman levels broken.
Yeah.
To become your own sister.
Because playing airheaded bimbo is so easy.
I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this.
Ooh. I didn't think about it from that way either. It's like, she didn't just throw herself away. She wanted to disappear. It's like, well, damn. We can't throw anything else at this poor woman.
Dr. Gray?
Although, hold on, there's still one thing that doesn't necessarily make sense in all of this. What is Morgan Faye's part in all this? Why would she help her out?
Specifically, she seems the most removed from this entire incident.
Yes, but there's a reason for it. She's not entirely innocent here. Remember, she wants a reason out of this too.
Well, here's another reason why she may have wanted to disappear. It's the newspaper clippings of the malpractice at her.
Because she was part of that practice, so...
Yeah.
But here's the thing. She already, quote-unquote, died from all of that, but she had to be reminded because she's playing her own sister.
Yeah, but the question is, why did she want her old self to disappear? Because of this. This would have helped her disappear from that.
That's...
Oh, sorry.
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was
caused by the nurse. So she did cause the overdoses? Oh.
A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. So there you go. No longer sad. That's right. The person standing before us today.
Well, she was being overworked, apparently.
And a few weeks after this mishap, kablam! Car accident. In which she lost her younger sister.
And she was responsible. The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much for her to bear.
I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister. And even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Still, though, it's actually heartbreaking.
Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagining.
And you know what's funny, too? This had nothing to do with actual channeling. No voodoo magic was done during this entire bit.
Yeah, but even still, what does Morgan have to do with all this? Why would she bother to help them? Why would she literally be... She's literally an asset to murder. She's not innocent. Jerk. only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo.
Wait, you don't believe in it? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Playing a brain-dead bimbo. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all.
I believe there's still a fewer unsolved riddles here, such as
Morgan Fay.
why does Miss Millie choose to go with such a
Complicated.
complicated plan? I was trying to say it correctly, but I got tongue twisted.
Yeah, you're all good.
And why did Miss Morgan Fry agree to help her
Execute it.
execute it?
Regardless.
Regardless, I believe one thing has been crystal clear.
More than the meth.
The innocence of defendant Maya Fey.
This is preposterous. I perfect. It's not your final form, Cell. Me, Francisca von Karma.
Fall just like his father.
Why don't you
going to-
whip yourself, bitch?
I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be the
That's right,
broadcast.
she's streaming this to the entire world.
I'm going to be broadcasting this all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is.
Right?
One more for good measure. Oh no, she killed him. Finish him. Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix! Oh, I don't want to use CPR. This court is a fraud. Sam! It's bullshit.
Now then,
Please remove that whip and the woman attached to it,
looks like
please.
Leave the whip
looks
down.
like it will
Just remove the woman.
It'll be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness.
You know, the first time.
Is that considered assault? We can sue her for this.
The first time,
Yeah,
the
you will
first
get
time
to right now.
Phoenix actually gets big balls and starts talking down his opponent, he gets knocked the heck out.
To be fair, at least he didn't get knocked out by
Oh, oh,
Edgeworth
go
or
ahead.
Karma getting him before.
So I'll go ahead and
Pronounce
pronounce the
verdict.
verdict. Not guilty.
Not guilty.
And someone please imprison Miss Velcom.
It's like Phoenix. No, Phoenix wasn't there in that shot because he's
all.
knocked out
Court
cold.
as a jury.
Judge, can I sue this lawyer, please? He's clearly erratic. Unless it's that
Don't
time of the
worry,
month.
don't worry, he'll be fired.
What?
Just like her father.
Man, good thing none of the characters in your story have a whip, right? I'm just saying. If they're anything like her.
Wait,
No.
wait. That was
No,
Grimstone.
I-
Grimstone had that whip.
Okay. Congratulations, Maya.
Yes, that was really it, Orochi. That's the end of the case. We solved it. We protected Maya.
Now this is literally the after case.
Sis.
Aww. We needed this.
Even though she's
Carl does
talking-
not have to know about
Even
this.
though she's tagging I'm not gonna say it.
It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing?
Sis.
I know I was in your
Kill
body that
anyone,
one
did I?
time before, but it's okay. No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream.
You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. Uh-oh.
A familiar scent.
I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like,
How long has she been dead? It's been over a year. It still has the scent. I'm questioning how strong these clothes are.
There's still one thing I don't quite get.
One thing? Sorry, that's a line from Clue. There's still one thing I don't get. One thing? What would that
have
be?
happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke it in because we heard a gunshot.
I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then, you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder.
She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh?
No.
Nick, congratulations, Maya. I'm still in pain, though.
And a lot of whip marks behind his back and face.
I need to be pampered and soothed by something soft. No, not you, Maya. And Mia, no.
I need money from lawsuits. I'm gonna sue the crap
And a
out
new
of her.
car! A British car!
No British cars.
Looks like you bailed
Okay,
me out
fine.
of another jam. Well,
Italian cars.
you know. But I really want to. I want something like. I don't really want something like this to ever happen again. Huh? I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me what my aunt went. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mini Miney with a plan like that?
Getting back to the family
I
drama.
just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Oh,
The urn? Or the Magatama? The clothing scrap, perhaps?
oh, we haven't even used this at all.
Not yet, but she was trying to frame it, but she got rid of the one that she wore. But we still got the one that was given into evidence, I think.
Oh, what about her daughter, her little niece?
Oh, Pearl? Cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says right there, immense spiritual power. I mean, look, she's able to maintain Mia.
I'll give a point for George. Pearly?
I was saying it was because of drama, and I said Pearl was her prodigy somewhat. But yeah, we can have George have it.
Well, George, I would say George probably has the least amount of points between the three of
Yeah,
us.
I don't mind. For
You're
me, the
damn
points
right
don't matter.
I am the lowest out of all of us.
4
I'll point
years,
for myself now.
4 years from
But
now.
you were also high in points for learning more vocabulary than anyone else.
He doesn't
Actually,
know.
I'm not the lowest one. It's the chat's lowest point. So I'm just almost top of them.
4
Please
years
love
from
us
now-
still. Don't hate us, chat.
4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Korean village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And
But, sorry, I muted myself for quickly. But if you weren't
That's
there,
right.
Good.
then the main family bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The Branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Ah!
Wait, really? We're actually wrapping it up here? We're not going to another third day or something?
Everything, well, this is the second case of the game. So, yeah. Everything was done for her sake. It was all so the Pearls would become the next master.
And this is why she's not here right now. Thank you, Mia.
Yeah, I could see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think she was saying, I thought so.
She suspected?
Age and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell number 13.
I'm guessing this is Mimi.
My precious Pearl
Uh-oh.
are the only ones suitable to be the master of Gray, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and corroborated
She got solitary confinement?
with
It's
that
kind of harsh for being an accessory to murder.
prosecutor. was out. What seemed annoying with this family girl?
She's not too far off with that comment.
That's my fate. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. Chance will present itself. Your time will come.
It's like Game of Thrones with this family.
All right, that's episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout, everybody. Woo!
Mercifully, we didn't have to prove anything else. Also, that scrap of clothing did not come in handy whatsoever.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah, it did.
we just had it for
I guess
no
it was a red
reason.
herring. Maybe we can keep it. Maybe a dog will sniff it out or something.
All right, so we'll be seeing you
Are
guys.
we facing her again?
A brand new episode has been added. It is Turnabout
She's-
Big Top.
She's the Edgeworth of these episodes, I'm guessing, so we're gonna have to go up against her. And since we
No,
have now been her first loss in her perfect streak, she's gonna want to get back. You're only saying that because you're not whip happy. Don't worry, we'll break you into it. Just like a
No!
We'll do a quick preview to see what's going on here before we get going for today. Ladies and gentlemen, yada, 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 prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonders of flight.
The Wright brothers? Wait, his name is Wright. Wait, Phoenix? Oh no, this is gonna be a Grayson, the Flying Grayson story,
The
isn't it?
world's greatest yada
magician.
yada, the one, the only, Maximilian
Maximilian
Galactica.
Galactica!
Yay!
Now he's going
animate.
dag. Anytime I hear Maximilian, I think Pegasus.
Wait, are we on the space colony arc? I can see the planet Earth over there.
December 26th.
Oh man, we're already at December? Wow, has it
The
been?
Very Big Circus. I like that name. Very big. Wow, that was like being in a dream. Sorry, a little bit softer. I haven't even caught my breath yet. Why does she do that with her hands? It looks like a middle schooler rom-com thing.
That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly?
It was great. There was a dancing bear. Oh, that I don't like the circus anymore.
Oh. And
Oh,
a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire.
Ring of fire.
An
An
elephant
elephant that
broke
rode
a
a giant
giant
ball.
Wait, why don't you like this
Animal
one?
abuse.
Wait, oh,
Animal
yeah.
abuse. It's
the
all
animal-
animal abuse.
This was, oh yeah, this was
Uh,
before all the animals got retired and such, I think. You know, from all the circuses.
I've literally just been told stories like what happens at circuses and all that. It's like, oh,
Not to mention the guys who just flew through the air.
flew through the air.
Yeah, Max Galactica. It was absolutely fantabulous.
Galactica.
Yeah, let's
Huh?
just ignore
What?
the animal.
Max?
Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician.
Says the spirit channeler. Magician?
By the way, that's like the most realistic man face in the background, right? Right where under the number 1. It's like the most
Yes.
realistic.
I
Asian
can see
man
that,
face.
and I can see that, and I hate it now.
He looks like a mean face. He looks like a predator.
No, a magician.
Mr. Nick.
Huh? What is it, Pearls? Wait, how can Nick afford this? Or did he win the lawsuit against what's her name for whipping him? And that's how
He
they
must
could
have
go-
won the lawsuit, and that's how much he got paid. Look, the Fays are loaded, okay? Wait, that means Nick just got money from Maya's family. Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits?
I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic?
Objectively
Hey, Pearls.
incorrect. I'm sorry. No, Maya's gonna say, let's watch Steel Samurai. I'm gonna show you magic.
I braved the winter cold and took Pearl to see the circus. Man, Phoenix is such a good guy, just taking little kids to places to
Who
make them
runs a
happy.
circus in winter? That's just bad for animals and bad for
Oh,
business.
we still have it.
Open air circus.
I still have the Magatama. Nice.
Of course we have it. It's our new element of this game. Unlike the spray bottle for the white stuff.
It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Korean Village. Wow, 6 months! Time flies, man.
My son flies here too.
And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls.
and essentially adopted her. You are now the new Maya.
Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self.
And it is fuse the button.
Ah, it's time to go.
Your wife. We can't miss the last train.
Girls, you remember the train? Oh yeah, she no longer has to go
Of
on
course I
foot.
did.
She no longer has to run on foot anymore.
But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train.
Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come to help clean the office. It's got to be spotless for the new year. Don't
At least
worry
not call
about
the emoji train.
it. Really.
You are going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's?
Maybe.
I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone.
Perfect. Look, it's time to go.
Oh, classic romance. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick.
It's not yet. Oh, okay.
Happy New Year. I hope
Why
it'll
do I
turn
get the
out that
feeling
way.
she's gonna die?
No, Ben, do not jinx it.
December 28th, right in company law. And I think that's a good place to end.
Here we go.
I believe that's a good place to end. We pretty much
Okay,
had like a
okay,
happier ending.
Yeah, let's get out of there before Ben ruins the jinx it somehow.
Anyway,
I
everybody,
am the
thank you
master
for-
jinxer.
Thank you guys for watching. We are done with streaming for the rest of the day. Thank you guys for sticking around for all of the goodies that we did. We will see you guys again, possibly Wednesday. We don't know, but don't hold don't hold a candle to that for us. But if not Wednesday, we will see you for sure next Sunday for more streaming fun and madness. So until then, everybody, take
We
care.
shall call this new Wednesday Whipping Wednesday.
Whipping Wednesday.
Oh my
It just
God.
depends if all the stars align for us in scheduling. So thank you guys
Hey,
for
just because
watching.
we're not calling this one Say to Sunday. Anyways,
Anyway.
I heard
yes, I've earned a new achievement at being annoying.
Hold
And this
up.
time it's not mine.
Moved.
Anyway.
Whoa, do you guys add an Xbox notification here?
Yeah, go look
Yes.
go look at the notifications. It's the one at the very bottom next to look at you.
Look at you. You who were once so proud. Go now and never return.
Do you see it?
I see the necklace approved and the legal.
Then
I see it.
There you go.
It has the hammer icon.
Right next to the hammer icon. Where? That's the cricket. That's the swim. Isn't this?
It's now illegal.
No.
No.
You want to?
Where is it?
Maybe it's because you've been using the other ones. Because at the very top, it's the favorites. So you want to look at the the Discord group, and then look at the very bottom of it.
Okay, I'm looking. There's like worst enemy and him. Slam. Gold star. Vidal taunt. Spam. No way. Good indeed. DX. Run day. Wish. Wash. Winner. What? Boss key. Yosh. And your dad. Oh no. Showtime. Your fault. Haha. Knuckles improved. Looked at you and illegal.
Maybe if we close this, then maybe it'll show up for you.
Yeah, leave the call, come back. Leave the call and come back. We're still streaming, by the way, so everyone's hearing.
It's okay. We can edit this out in post for YouTube.
Now let me check the soundbar. Yeah, nothing looks different. Nothing looks different. Still the same.
What the is going on here?
Yeah. I have it for some reason.
Oh, seriously, I'm just seriously, just this, just all this. All of this is up.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.